Oh, blessings. Blessings in general. I just got done eating some like faux shrimp and also mac and cheese. And don't mind me, I'm sleepy still, like not as sleepy as normal, but because I was so excited today, I only had about 6-7 hours of sleep this morning. Anyway, so I just got done eating. There's this place that makes amazing like greens, collard greens, or whatever, mixed greens, whatever. Excuse me. I already ate, mind you. Already ate. It's just so good. I can't stop eating. So anyway, no wonder my baby is above average in size. All the nutrients I get. Anyway, so, and I prefer fresh greens, but you know, cooked greens every once in a while are delicious. And they have like the most amazing, I've never had such good cauliflower wings. And this has already got buffalo sauce all over it. Last time I was able to dunk it in a cup and it kept it a lot crisper. So now it's a little bit soggy. It's okay, it'll still be good. Well, I literally just ate a whole bunch. I feel great. I feel amazing. So, I'm broke. About to overdraft my account. Stop by a store to walk around. Target. And so I saw a man walking in with his plump, short little girlfriend or wife that was nice and pregnant, and they were holding hands on the way in. And I was like, man, it must be nice. It must be nice to be loved, especially if you're carrying somebody's baby. You know, I bet he is just so proud of that baby and that woman. And then I just live my life alone. And that's okay. Like, I don't mind. People are the way that they are, and I don't need to try to go around preaching to everyone and trying to tell them to do the right thing after they messed up and did the wrong thing. And it was my mistake to lay next to that guy. Totally my mistake. But I'm looking forward to just like having the baby, even if I have to give it away. I mean, it's none of my business. I just do what I need to in order to survive on my own, you know? So, I was walking out of a different store a little while ago after my appointment and everything. And, this lady walking with this little phantom poodle. Oh my God. Let me tell you, the phantom markings on poodles, they get me every time with their tiny little boots that are different colors and their little ears. Oh my God. It's like, oh my God. It's like heaven on earth. Poodles. To me, I don't know what it is. They're just adorable. They're so damn cute. So I saw her walking out of the store, and I circled around because I had to drive past there anyway. But I made sure to go around the area that she was. And I said, oh my God, your dog is so cute, out the window. And she said, oh, do you want to hold it? Or do you want to pet it? And I was like, yes. So I stopped in the middle of the, aisle, and I was like, oh, I'm so nervous. So I hopped out, and then she just sort of handed me the puppy, and I was like, oh my God, she's so cute. And like, she just started licking all over my face and cuddling up to me, and I was like, oh my God, I want to steal you. I said, how much? Not really. But just like in that sense of like, oh my God, I wish you were mine. And she was, and I told her, I said, I used to have poodles, and I didn't tell her about the phantom markings or anything, but it brought me back to my second poodle ever, the first purebred poodle that I had, that I got from, it was a breeder, and I paid $200 for him, and he was already like 2 or 3 years old, and he was their breeder. So when I got him, his name was Elvis, and I switched it to Cuervo because he looked like a little crow, and his little ears would bounce when he would run. They would just bounce. Like, it was so cute. And he had little dreadlocks on the ends of his ears, and I had to clip them off the very first time. He smelled like urine and feces when I first got him, but I loved him so much, and he would sit there and lick the air in front of my face. So, and that's what Parker Green Snyder killed. That's the dog that he killed. He snapped its back, and it stayed alive for 2 weeks after that. And, so anyway, the dog gave me so much love. It was so nice because, like, I was having a rough day after the last video, you know, post that I did, and I'm trying to have a good day. That's why I went and I had some comfort food and, you know, comfort vegan food. And then the poodle, and I was just able to love all over it. And I asked the lady, I said, well, how much did you pay for it? And she said $800, but that it wasn't registered. And I was like, well, you know, I didn't have registered puppies, and I sold mine for $300 a piece. Like, it was a steal. That's why I had people coming from all over different states just to come and pick up one of my poodles, the toy poodles that I would raise. And it just made me feel so happy, you know, like just seeing the puppy interacted with me. I don't know if it was puppy or not, but she seemed like she was. She acted like it. And she was so soft. She was so soft. Some of the poodles that I had coarse hair here and there, but she was so soft, and she was just loving on me, kissing me on the mouth, and I was like, I hardly know you. Like, I don't care though. Lick me. Like, so cute. I love dogs so much. And when I went to the animal shelter the other day and everything, it's just like there was this tiny little, like, he looked like a Westie. He looked like a Westie mix because he was only just so small, or, you know, so big. So maybe he could have been probably like a Westie mixed with some type of, let's see, some type of terrier is what he was. And he was just the cutest thing. He had a cone on his neck, and he couldn't really, like, drink his water or eat his food. He just had it everywhere. But when I got down there, he was so excited to see me. He was like, oh my God, yeah, you're taking me home. This was his activity. But when I got down there, I had already pet a bunch of different dogs, very large dogs. And I got to him, and he looked at me, and he sniffed my hand, and he gave me the dirtiest look and started, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. He was like barking at me. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. And so I went and I washed my hands and, you know, put some sanitizer on. And after he had a fit, he was like, you smell like another dog? The hell with you. It was so funny. It's like, to hell with you, woman. And so, yeah. So it was, I love animals so much. It made me laugh. And his reaction. But yeah, so if you want to see any videos of that, my time at the Humane Society, then you just can go on my Facebook and you'll see videos of it or whatever. And please don't send me any friend requests because I don't know you personally. So I don't really know who watches my videos aside from fake YouTube accounts and people just trying to be cruel to me for no reason to see how I would react. And I'm like, I have nothing else better to do. Why not publicize it? Why not make videos of my life? This is my life. This, just being passive, going about, enjoying the things that I enjoy now because I've lived through hell. Like somebody had said to me, like, you've made 2 round trips to hell and back. And I was like, believe me, it's been more than 2. And anyway, when my baby was, they did the ultrasound at one point, like it kept putting like its little feet up into the screen and like putting like its cute little feet like that, and then it like stretched out, and so I could see its little legs, like all of it was just like stretched out. And I was thinking to myself, like, man, you're super active. Like it's like super, like just super active. And I knew that it was different than my first pregnancy and everything like that. But And it doesn't really matter if I disclose what it is or not. It's not like the father cares or anybody else cares about it. So, I mean, just me. And regardless of whomever attacks me online, and I probably have food in my teeth too. I don't care. It was delicious. I'm about to go walk around Target for a while and see about just making myself happy. I can't buy myself anything. I have nothing. I can't afford for myself hardly anything. But even when I got like these clothes on clearance at different places, I just know how to maintain and keep my things nice so that I look richer than I am, you know, bougie. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day and that everybody is safe and happy. And I'm doing pretty good, actually. I'm super excited and hopeful, but at the same time, I know that's going to drop any moment, you know, that those feelings of security, they're never there. I'm never secure whatsoever, and I'm never truly comfortable because, you know, it's just the way life goes. It's just the way things go, and that's how, you know, not everybody is dealt the best hand of cards there in life. And I'm trying so hard to discard all of these ones that I can't use. And I'm trying to pick up some cards here and there, and it seems like everybody wants to be shady and keep their hands to themselves in that way. Keep whatever. But anyway, I hope everyone has a good day. I'm so apologetic for the people walking behind me and everything, because I'm like, oh, oops. I publicize everything online, just so you know. The one lady that walked into the gym that one day, I told her, I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, she was like, oh, I don't care. She's like, I don't care. And she's like, people know I'm here. I was like, okay, cool. Like, not a big deal. So, I mean, and then people that don't want to get filmed are the ones that are doing something like really shady and don't want their lives publicized because of that they're going around being shady. And I'm just like, I have nothing to hide. The fact of it is that I really wish I had finances. I really wish I had a home. I really wish I had my family. I really wish I had my poodles. I really wish I had my daughter. And now all of a sudden I'm going to have a baby. And I don't know where I'm supposed to keep it. The hell? Like, aren't there supposed to be rules and regulations for that too? Like, forcing sperm on a woman? Like, that's weird. Oh, that's called a rape report. Oh, yeah. So you're supposed to report rape, is what they say. So I did that, and it backfired on me in particular, because I've spoken out against authoritative figures before. They didn't like that. They thought I was lying. In actuality, I've not been, in the slightest. So yeah, so they say you're supposed to file for rape. I recommend to people, don't do it. Don't open your mouth. If someone ejaculates in you and you were asleep, or if you said no, that is actually consensual. Or so says the Arkansas statutes and the, prosecutor and everything. Just to clarify. So if somebody forces themselves on you, if somebody, forces themselves on you while you're asleep, you've only met them the one time, you're very upset, and you leave them a bunch of random messages, depending on those messages in particular, that will deem you as the issue. You were the one that was antagonizing the man. And so it's his right to rape you. It's how Arkansas is, and that's how they informed it of, told me about it. So apparently, and in Wisconsin too, it's allowed for daughters to get molested and raped by their fathers. So just clarifying, this is how the world works. And, if you do want to ever fix your situation, just keep your mouth shut and commit suicide. So those are my actual key points to this video, is that, they say to do these things so that you can be a lady and you can live your own life and be an independent woman. But in that process, since you dress a certain way and it's provocative, or since you're built a certain way and you've got certain features, you're allowed to get raped. That's how it works. You're asking for it. Makeup, hair, clothes, you're asking for it. So don't ever presume that by speaking up and telling the truth that it will get you anywhere. Always make sure that you keep it to yourself, and always make sure that you know that you are just a toy for all the men, especially the military men, especially all the men that are, officers, especially all of those men. Yep. And people think I'm crazy. People think that I'm messed up because I clarify. You really shouldn't open up, because the moment that you do, you'll be the one reprimanded. You will be the one reprimanded, because they won't ever see your words as truth. They won't see your actions as truth, and they won't see the proof right in front of them as truth. So, because they'll always stand for themselves, their own, and we're not their own. Even though we were born here as a United States citizen, we have no rights. You have to make sure to understand that your rights are invalid, and unless you put in time and effort into their militia or into their government positions or any of that, you mean nothing to these people. And you never will mean anything to these people, because that's how the world works. Unless you put in your time and effort and blood, sweat, and tears and all of these things, your pussy, then you mean nothing to these individuals. Absolutely nothing. So make sure that if you ever get raped, you never say anything, and you don't speak out, and you just sit there and wallow in your shame and wallow in your victim mentality, because that's what it is to people. They don't care. You asked for it. Even though you haven't had sex much at all, even during the last few years since I got divorced, I have not had much sex whatsoever, and it's your fault because you weren't on birth control. So it's absolutely your fault as a woman. So I just want to clarify that all of these things that I'm saying facetiously are actually factual. They're actually true. So if you want to take heed of my story, understand that nothing good comes out of trying to pursue justice, because you don't have finances to back their courts. You have no finances to back their, like I said, money-mongering systems. So make sure that you understand that you are worthless to these individuals because you haven't put in enough financial support to them, because that's what they want. We have to work because we're owned by the government. We're not actually people. So we're just part of their cattle, their flock of sheep, slaughtered one by one here and there, depending on their mood. And apparently their mood toward me is that they want to just allege that I'm violent, allege that I'm the manipulator, allege that I'm the psychopath, allege that I'm the one that asked for it. I wish I had one partner. I didn't need all these random bullshit men, especially from your military and your, Garland County Police Department. I didn't need their dicks in my mouth. I didn't need their dicks in my vagina. I didn't ask for it. I didn't realize my eyes, because they're so wide all the time and I'm confused, I didn't realize that was me actually saying yes. I guess you need to realize that as a woman, that no means yes. And everything else, it doesn't matter because you're a woman. So, and your opinion doesn't mean shit. And obviously you asked for it. Sex is something you wanted. So, and you wanted the baby. and you wanted to be homeless carrying a baby, and you wanted to be homeless carrying a baby and have to support two souls inside of your body with the financial backing of half a person? No, thank you. I'm literally going to try another attempt soon. Fuck you people. Fuck this world and fuck everybody, because this is exactly the mentality of people that snap. They end up rationalizing that the most irrational things are actually rational to everyone else. The most deranged things make perfect sense to men. Make perfect sense to them. You asked for it. Nobody raped you. You're not pretty enough. Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. I was begging for it. I asked him specifically. That's why there's so many text messages as proof. That's why there's so much, yeah. Even the videos of us in and out of the restaurant, it shows I was all over him. I couldn't keep my hands off of him. I just couldn't. I was just so enthralled. I was captivated by him, and I just wanted to suck his dick right then in the fucking restaurant. You're absolutely right. No, the moment I met him, actually, when he slapped my ass and I was startled, I actually asked for it. I said, will you please spank me, Daddy? That's what I fucking said. People are stupid. No means yes, apparently, and that's the title of this video. Because women have no rights whatsoever, and I'm absolutely very fucking pissed off that there was no father in the room when the ultrasound was being taken today, and that he didn't realize that it ended up being a fucking boy. So, yeah, good for you. You just made another piece of shit just like you. At least you had decent features and you were like 6 foot tall. So hopefully the kid will come out looking decent, even though it's going to have all kinds of emotional and psychological trauma due to all of this. Great. Good job. Good job, Daddy. So, anyway, everyone have a blessed day. I'm flipping the fuck out. And I don't mind sharing it with everybody because my opinion matters in some sense. I believe, or I thought. But apparently in the United States, especially in Arkansas, my opinion means nothing. And it doesn't even just mean nothing. It means the opposite of what I mean, apparently. That's how they take it. So that's why I figured if I'm being facetious, if I'm making light of the situation, if I'm sort of being sarcastic about everything, then maybe you'd rationalize. Maybe if my sarcasm gets to you, then maybe you'll understand where I'm actually coming from and the pain that I'm sustaining right now of being all alone and lost in this world without any of my fucking puzzle pieces. The fuck is wrong with you people? I try so hard not to have to expose this to people's faces directly one-on-one, because then I just burst into tears and I'm confused as to why nobody's listening. But then I realize they don't understand me. They're completely oblivious to the words that are coming out of my mouth. They don't understand. They can't engage with the material. They can't engage with my words because I use too many random words that they don't understand. And I piece them together and it's too much for their brains to handle. Like military. Like man. Like raped. Like me. And it wasn't just one, it was two. So then I was confused about the dad. I'm not confused about the fucking dad. I know who the fuck the father is. I know, and I fucking told him. I'd be fucking shocked if it wasn't him, and if it was just the fact that he forced me to have sex that secondary time. And like I told him, I said, if anything, you would have shoved his sperm up in there further. So, yeah. But that's doubtful. Because we had sex the last day of my period. And like I said prior, big chunks of my uterine lining were falling out of me after it happened. And it just got it all over his fucking toilet and shit, his disgusting house. And I was like, God, fuck this. And then I just fucking left. I was like, fuck. Like, I couldn't even manage. And then I made that video afterward. I was like, I'm so detached right now. Like, this makes no goddamn sense. Why are men pieces of shit? And then I realized, oh, it's because they're being raised that way. Other men that are pieces of shit are raising other men that are pieces of shit. And that's actually why I'm grateful that this father's not in the picture, because he would treat this child like a piece of shit. And then he would end up teaching the child how to disrespect women like him. And nobody needs that. Nobody needs that. So he doesn't have any rights to this child whatsoever. And like I stated prior, I'm not going to get a goddamn DNA test, because what's the fucking point? He's a piece of shit and there's nothing left. Fuck that. There's really nothing left. You can't salvage what you've done. Repentance is one thing, making amends is another thing, and then actually forgiving, and you'll never forget, though. It's always a constant scar for people. So, anyway, everybody have a blessed day. I got out some of my emotions, and I feel a little bit better, although I'm very fucking cranky, because now I'm down to my final bowl of weed, and I am gonna snap soon. It's not gonna go well. I'm gonna feel very disgruntled and have to be fucking forced into dealing with people, and then I'm just not going to be polite. My mouth is gonna get to everybody. And not in like the way where I mean like sucking everybody's dick. I mean like my mouth, I'm going to be verbally aggressive and accost people for no fucking reason, because I'm going to be so irritated that I have to deal with this reality without a little hit from fucking THC. Fuck this. Fuck this. I'm fucking mad. And I know I have to do it just because otherwise they'll try to put me in fucking jail. The fuck? I should be able to smoke through the whole fucking pregnancy because I'm that fucking stressed. And nobody cares about this baby anyway. Nobody cares about me. Nobody cares about this baby. Nobody gives a shit. Until they do give a shit and they're like, oh my God, she needs to go to jail. Oh, wait. But all the laws state in all the states that you can't do that to a woman unless it's the time when you're giving birth and they can find it in the baby system. That's when a woman will get in trouble. Instead of like all the times during the pregnancy. No, they don't. Not at all. It's only until that moment when the baby is born. If it's in the system of the baby, then you get in trouble. So keep your mouth shut. I already know some of the laws. I researched all that shit so that I didn't have to be held accountable for any of this and, incriminating myself throughout the pregnancy, incriminating myself throughout this and that, because my life doesn't mean anything to anybody. Not me, not the father of this baby, not my ex-husband, not my daughter, not my new son, not any of it. So, yeah, nice. I don't expect anybody to watch my videos, or any of that. But now I'm getting all these random views. I don't want that. I don't want any of that. Not at all. I want one person to view this shit, my daughter. That's it. And I want no one else. Absolutely no one else. I want poodles and my daughter, and that's it in my sphere. And this baby. But to make sure that there's absolutely nothing that I want from the father of this baby. Not a goddamn thing. Not his name on the baby. None of it. So, he doesn't want it anyway. So it's not even like it's a fucking, like it's an argument. It's just like, it's just me doing my own thing. So, anyway, everyone have a blessed day. Leticia Collins Servin, April 8th, 2022, later in the day. Just disclosing some of my frustration. Discarding it. Giving it to everyone else so that I don't have to deal with it quite so... deal with it by myself, in that way. I've been out of breath. I don't know what it is. Obviously it's a growing baby, but I need to work out. I need to do some cardio or something. I was hopeful that if I did enough, that I would pass out at one of these times, and that hopefully I would hurt the baby, like get rid of it, but it didn't work. None of my attempts worked. And like, who cares? There's prettier women out there, and they can make you prettier babies, and they can make you smarter babies, and they can make you more whatever babies, more ambitious than me too, ones that don't suffer from PTSD. So who cares? No one cares. So my stomach is making noises, so full. It was so good. And it wasn't even like I'm feeling bloated or anything. It just feels like it's settling in nicely. Feels good. I don't know. I wonder about things being contaminated, though, that aren't vegan. Everyone have a wonderful day. Because I'm having a great day. I'm having a wonderful day. Like, everyone always just sees a smile and they just presume I'm just doing great. Everything is cool. Everything's kosher. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Really, just walk a day in my shoes. Really, just understand from my perspective that the world is fucked. And also understand that I don't want to be here anymore. Why am I still carrying this baby? Why am I still here? Why is this my reality? I'm very confused. Extremely confused. It's a crazy day. I don't really care what I disclose online. I don't give a fuck. Nothing's a surprise to me anymore. So the fact that this also discloses what the sex of the baby is, it doesn't matter. No means yes. Remember that. No means yes. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I'll keep you informed of my emotional instabilities, and I'll let you know how I'm doing in every moment and every fragment of my day, so that you can laugh and sit back and eat your fucking snacks while you watch me and, you know, get off to the concept of someone else suffering worse than you. Because that's lovely. That's exactly what I was trying to get at through all of my videos and all of this and that. Is how I'm crazy and how I like to lie and how I like to manipulate everybody around me. And I was just seeking some type of comfort and some type of financial backing and some housing and some this and that through putting my pussy out there. Because that's exactly how it's been my whole life, ever since I grew tits. I should have known better than to be a girl. I should have known better than to put my tits out there as the first thing people saw. I should have known better than to be 9 years old and get molested. I should have known better. I should have known better than to lie down next to someone that promised me I was going to be safe. But I was stupid. So I trust too much, and I made friends with somebody that's a fucking piece of shit, like I always do, because that's all I come in contact with here on the lower working class level. So everything I try doesn't matter because I didn't get the good benefits that everybody else did. So I don't have those prissy things, and I don't have fancy things given to me by my daddy. Instead, I've got my daddy's dick all over my face when I would sleep. So, yeah, good job, everybody. Good job. Good job. You're so good. You're so smart. You understand psychology so well. And you know exactly how to fucking help and protect the victims. You do. Congratulations, United States of America. You do a wonderful job, and I absolutely love living here, and it's so crazy cool, and everything is so awesome, and everything is so perfect, and everything is so clean, and so wonderful, and everything is done by the rules and regulations, and everything flows smoothly. Nice. So nice. That's why I'm proud to be an American citizen. I'm so proud. I love it so much. And I can't wait to just beg for more penis from people. I can't wait to go and fuck the next guy I see. I can't wait to go do this and that because I've been asking for it since I was a little girl. And I knew it, but I did it anyway because that's just how it is. Good for me. This is what I deserve. I get it. I get it. I asked for it by having big eyes like this. I asked for it for having a mouth that never shuts the fuck up. I asked for it. I don't really give a fuck. Everybody have a blessed day. All right. April 8th, 2022.